The grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now. A video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Grey Maniacs gather! Let's start another haul video. I've got some comics coming today. I've got a freebie keyring thrown in, so that's cool. Featuring a couple of giant-sized books. What are they called? These things? I can't remember. They're called Prestige. No, not Prestige format. What are they called? The big books. I know I haven't got any of them anyway. Oversized. I don't know what they're called. Right then, the first comic in this batch you might recognise from the last video, because I managed to buy exactly the same comic that I bought from somebody else last week. Oops. I have a double. Oh dear. Never mind. Yes. Less said about that, the better, eh? Right. The Amazing Adventures of Superman, number 246. Superman, don't just sit there. Stop that thing before it wrecks Metropolis. That's just what I'm waiting for it to do. Danger, monster at work. Plus, 2 more super special stories. It's a 48-pager. It looks like it's off at least one staple. The cover's at least off the bottom staple, I would say. Right, here's a more modernish run that I'm trying to get together so I can read it all. I always forget the annuals. And I saw this guy was selling an annual of this run and I thought, oh, I'll best pick that up, I suppose. So it's Rebels annual, featuring Starro the Conqueror. So when I eventually get the hold of the Rebels run, I can finally read it. I hope it's a decent run. I really love the original Legion 89, and the original Rebels run was cool. This is a real old 10-center, possibly. I'm not sure if that's my old. No, it's not my oldest 10 cents. It might be my oldest Batman comic though. One of my guys was selling it on, and I was just like, "Oh, that looks nice." Oh, it was a bit expensive though, but then it's in good condition, some pretty decent condition. It's not off any of the staples or anything, but never mind. It's a nice, lovely, fresh comic in my collection. Secret of the Beast paintings. Batman, the same beast as on that ancient Egyptian painting. But how could somebody in the past predict you'll be fighting this creature today? And it's got a typical old school comic book monster. It's like, what the heck? It looks about as menacing as my slippers. But yeah, it's fun. Fun old 1961 this is as well. Predating the blinking TV show even. Great stuff. Look at that thing's face. Oh dear. Look at that. I was thinking of who I could abuse by saying it looks like them. I could just say it looks like Roger. It looks like Roger on Cover Slingers. Right. It doesn't really look anything like him, but you know. It's all in good fun. Right, another run that I'm trying to finish off of a modern comic book. I bought most of these up until I stopped collecting comics. Stopped collecting modern comics, and I thought I might as well finish off the run. There's only about 5 more to go, and I have got most of the other books of this character up to that point. It's Hawkman. It's the Savage Hawkman from the New 52. So I've got a couple of issues. Number 15, art by Liefeld. Yeah. And number 16. It's only 4 more to finish off that run. They're not expensive. And I might as well get the run finished, eh? Right, I've got a Green Arrow 80th anniversary 100-page giant. Might as well. I've been trying to collect a few of these. I managed to get a few of these recently, and they're all decent enough for read, you know. All self-contained stories. So it's not like you're missing out on anything. So yeah, happy to have that one. I'm not sure how many others there are. I think I've got them all. I don't really know what characters had their own 80th anniversary 100-page giants. I'm not too sure. Right, and another run that I neglected to think about the annuals on was DC Comics Presents, and I've managed. There's 4 annuals in there, and I've managed to just pick up number 3. It's Gil Kane. Gil Kane art. I'm starting to recognise him now, and I know his funky signature. But I actually thought it was Gil Kane before I looked at the signature. Something about the faces. I just don't know how. I mean, I'm not like I see Ranger Sly, and he makes comments about art, and he says how he picks up little nuances of how it. Like, he mentions how he can identify it. Oh, I can tell this by the blah blah. And I'm thinking, can you? I can't even put into words. I can't even put into words why I know this is a Gil Kane cover just by looking at it, other than saying it's something about the face. It makes me think it's Gil Kane, but. Yeah, I don't know. He's able to express his knowledge a lot better than I can. I just got a feeling it was Gil Kane. It was, but yeah, I can't quite put my finger on describing how I know an artist is an artist. If you know what I mean. Whatever, I know what I mean. Like for example, Kirby's all chunky. You kind of like chunky and crackly. That's how you know it's a Kirby, but you know it's not really very descriptive, is it? Not really, doesn't really nail it properly. But anyway, I'll probably have some more comic books later on the end of this video, so I won't say goodbye. Okay, it's about a week after the first part of this video. I've got some more books in this week, and I'll kind of show you in no readily apparent order. This was a freebie that was thrown in with a comic book that I just picked up. I'm not even sure which one it was it came free with now, but it's a freebie that I got. Right, this is a nice big book, cost me a bit. It's not the greatest condition. I go low, you know, cheaper and low grade ones. It's been taped, I think the cover was loose at one point, it's been taped back together and sort of put back on the staples kind of thing, but it's a cool. I'm thinking it might be the second or third appearance of Hawkman in the Silver Age. It's a 10 centre, and it's the first appearance, which is why I want it, of the Shadow Thief, who is a well-known and well-used villain of Hawkman's. So this has been on my wants list for a while, so I finally picked it up this week. Yeah, nice one. Was it something Sands? What's his name? Something Sands is the name of the Shadow Thief. Can't remember what his first name is now. Somebody Sands. Carl Sands, I think, is the name of the Shadow Thief. Well, this is one someone was selling on Facebook, and I just saw it and I thought, that's a nice cover. And I looked at the price. I thought, that's not a bad price. I thought, yeah, I'm going to get that for that amount. Batman, this is Robin. Come in. I have a surprise for you. One by one, Batman's most valuable possessions have been spirited away. The Batmobile, Batboat, Batarang, even Robin. Now Batman is on the verge of losing the greatest prize of all, his very life. The man who stole from Batman. There you go. Nice old Detective Comics. Nice purple background. If I ever get a chance to show this one on Cover Slingers, bound to get some scores from Matilda. Yeah. A 12 centre. So I'm sure it's from early 60s. I can't remember. I can't bother to open it up now. Yeah, but it's definitely from the early 60s, I think. Maybe mid 60s. I can't remember now. I'm not even sure if I've even checked. But yeah, it's a nice cover. It's a Batman comic. It wasn't too expensive. Well, this was another one that got thrown in for free with something. Yeah. I'm going to try and sell that on to one of my mates. And these ones I picked up because they were cheap, and I've already sold a couple of these to my one guy that I sold to quite a lot, and I think I can just get him to take these off me, make it like a quid each on them or something like that. You know, it's not much, but since I was buying from this person anyway and it wasn't going to make the postage again anymore, I thought I might as well add these to the pile of stuff I was getting off him, if you know what I mean. Right, this one I've wanted for quite a while. It's a classic cover. I didn't realise it was the second appearance of Poison Ivy, but I saw this on Mark Oldroyd's channel recently. He was doing a stream with his mate, the Comic Collector Geek, and he showed this one. I wanted this anyway. I got the homage to it that was done as Julius Schwartz's tribute. They did a month where they did a load of tributes to Julius Schwartz. I think he just died or he just retired. I can't remember what the score was of that. And they reprised a bunch of old covers, and I wanted to get an original. And this is not in great condition. I think it's vaguely on the staples, like by its fingernails. You know, it's on its staples, I think. But it's a nice classic old one. It's very crinkly, but it's good. It's in good enough condition for me. Go checks. This is around the time that the TV show was on. So that's how old it is. Hotline call, Batman. Let's get going. Not tonight, kid. I'm staying in the Batcave to watch myself on television. Holy emergency! What's the real reason Batman's goofing off? The telltale clue is on this cover. I can't. Well, I've been watching television, but no, I can't see. He's got too much beer in him or something. I don't know. I can't see any telltale clue as to why he's refusing to go and deal with an emergency. But when I come to read it, I'm sure I will do. But yeah, great cover, great classic cover. Right, this one, confusing. This one, I can't remember how I got onto it, but it ties into Killer Croc. Always like Killer Croc. One of my earliest Batman ones has got Killer Croc on the cover, but I think I just about missed out on his first appearance. Now this is really weird because, like, on one source it says this is the first appearance of Killer Croc cameo, and another. And I was looking, I bought it, and I was somewhere else. I've seen somewhere else it says it's on a different one, and the other one actually is more expensive than this, so it probably is considered by a lot to be the first appearance. Like, it was on the DC. It's actually on the DC wiki. If you go on the DC wiki and you look up first appearance of Killer Croc, it says this comic book, yeah. But on the mycomicshop.com, the one that they've got down as being the first appearance of Killer Croc is a Batman comic. It's got, I don't remember, it's got a squid on it. It's got a squid on the cover, and I need to try and get hold of one of them one day. But this is another one. I think this is just a cameo of him in this one. It's got Solomon Grundy on the front, fighting in fire, and I was just basically thinking, I was considering it. I looked on eBay and there was a lot of them going quite expensive, and then there's suddenly another one about half the price of what everyone else was charging, and it's actually my local comic shop that I go to search for the 50p bins, and he's not normally cheap, so I'm wondering if he made a mistake and didn't, maybe put it up a long while ago and it was just reprinting itself and it had gone up, or either that or the others have gone up recently, but this was like less than half of the price of what the other ones we're going for, and this is in perfectly good condition. Nothing wrong with it at all. So I got this for a lot cheaper than what they was actually charging on the rest of eBay. So I nabbed that one. Actually, that's the one that I got this one as a freebie on. Like, this is the one that came free with it. So yeah, cool. Right, now these little run have been on my to buy list for ages, but I'll tell you, I've never actually seen them anywhere. Now it's Night Force. Now I've got the first two series of Night Force, and they're pretty decent. I quite like them. I like Baron Winters and his house, his magic house, and I found out once I was going. Well, I think I'd already had the second series of Night Force. That was what I had first of all, and Night Force really are kind of like a precursor to Justice League Dark, to be honest. It's mainly normal people. They're kind of like a... Baron Winters basically gets people together to sort out mystical and magical menaces, basically. So it's only a 7-part, and I managed to buy 1 to 6 all from one guy for like 50p each or something. So I was well happy with that. So it's a classic series reimagined for a new era, and the creative team is Marv Wolfman, who never does anything bad, and Tom Mandrake, who's one of my favourite artists. So I didn't know at the time until I got them. I was like, oh, Tom Mandrake, oh cool, I like a bit of Tom Mandrake. So I've got 6 issues of this Night Force run. So I've just got to find the last one. This is from 2012. Rather creepy. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. The Dying. I'm guessing that's Baron Winters looking a bit different to what he used to look like. Oh, come on, don't go blurry on me. We don't do blurry. Blurry is not acceptable. It's like Baron Winters and his pet have been shot by this demonic looking gangster. Night Force, the Sacrifice. From what I recall in the original Night Force, Baron Winters can't leave his house which is why he has to get people to do his work, you know, the work for him. So very different looking Baron Winters though in this this series. Look a bit more goth maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so that's 6 issues of that. Just got to find the last one. Right, I've got a couple of Hulks and a couple of 4 off another Facebook seller. There's Hulk 274. That train is crashing. Oh dear. I'm guessing the Hulk was responsible for it. That's not good. And 284. Follow the leader. Nice yellow background. Definitely not want to show this one on Cover Slingers because Matilda will mark it down for daring to show some yellow. Like the crazed woman she is. A couple of 4. The Mighty 4 versus the Evil of Loki. Will 4 survive the wager? I'm too close. I'm too zoomed in now, and my head's too big. That's 401. And 405, the Mighty 4 versus Annihilus, plus a mini epic Tales of Asgard. Annihilus. I believe he lives in the negative zone, doesn't he? Is he one of the negative zone fellas, along with Blaster? Right, here, oh, bum. I forgot to bring in my blinking, oh no. I forgot to bring in my blinking Operation, whatchamacallit, Thingamabob board. Bear with. Operation Ghost Moon Defenders. That's right. Trying to finish off these runs. To this end, I have one that I need. It's the Defenders. Follow, Defenders, your foes await. Not say that again. Your foes attack, and you puny males are too weak to stand against them. But I can. Valkyrie rides again. There we have Defenders number 4. Nice. Great cover. Great bold cover, like boxy kind of cover. But yeah, jolly good stuff. So that's one off my list. Let's knock it off the old list. Defenders number 4. That leaves 14 more comics needed to finish up this Operation Ghost Moon Defenders run. So yeah, not too bad. The Defenders ones I have to check that. Got a vague feeling I had Defenders 2. No, it was Ghost Rider 2, that's right, it was Ghost Rider 2. Yeah, because there was sometimes I get a bit mixed up with stuff, but no. So I've got 4 more to go for the Defenders. Right, now this one was a bit of a, not really a bit of a pain, this one was a bit of an oversight. I thought I'd collected all the Atlas comics, but somehow I must have not got down what numbers there were of each one. For some reason I had Police Action featuring Lomax, NYPD and Luke Malone Manhunter, and I thought it was a one-off. I thought it was just one comic, and I had that one comic, and then suddenly I saw someone saying number 3, and I was like, what? What? I ain't got that. I thought it was only a one-off issue. Apparently it had 3 issues, so I got that at number 3, and so number 2 has been on the list. So now I've recompleted, hopefully properly completed my Atlas run of comics now, apart from the Vickies that I have not. I'm not massively worried if I get them or not, because they're romance comics or not adult humour, but kiddie humour comics. Romance humour, I don't know what they call them. So I'm not too fussed if I get those or not. But if I saw them going at a reasonable price, I might get them just to finish off this run. But this one, it's a nice 100-page giant detective comic. The cover is loose, the front cover is off. But maybe one day I'll get some of that archival tape that they use for properly fixing up comic books nicely. In the meanwhile, I'll just enjoy this beautiful cover and this nice Detective Comics number 444. Now I know that cover's on another story. I've got this cover on a different comic book. I am sure but so it's obviously repeated in this book. So yeah, nice 100-page giant for only 60 cents. Wow. Right, and let's get out the old list one more time, because I've got another one for my list. It's Moon Knight number 31. Yeah. Some crazy reason, because of this, I'm assuming this is a Sienkiewicz cover, but this Moon Knight run, the last lots of the run, maybe because they're short print run as well, I'm not too sure. I think it's a mixture of short print runs and Sienkiewicz covers, but it's not cheap picking up the last ones off of the Moon Knight run. So that's 31 to come off the list. That leaves 5 more to go, and let's knock the countdown meter down. Right, 13 more comics to go to complete this lot. 5 Moon Knight, 4 Ghost Rider, 4 Defenders, and I have a Comic Mart. Oh, it's gone blurry. Oh, it's back again. I have a Comic Mart on Sunday, which I'm going to, and I shall be trying to see if I can complete. I mean, I don't know if I don't think I'll get all 13 comics that I need. Highly dubious. If you want to donate, feel free to donate on the button down below to go towards my comic buying fund. All right, I've got some Captain America to finish off. 256. The Ghosts of Greymore Castle. 280. The Sinister Scarecrow is back and he's out for blood. I think the last one I showed I got thrown in as a freebie because it wasn't in poor condition. The front cover's got a bit inky. Yeah, whatever. Good, thanks. Always willing to take free comics. Alright, 285. Would you believe the Porcupine? Yeah, I'd believe, because I got it here in front of my eyes. And lastly, 304. So yeah, still a ways off from completing the Captain America run that I need. But you know, slowly. If I finish off this Operation Ghost Moon Defenders, I don't know what I'll work on next. I'm not too sure what I will be working on next, but rest assured I will be spending my money unwisely on comic books that I like. And yeah, good stuff. I've actually bought a couple of bulk lots to try and sell on to get some money. I'm kind of kicking myself. I'm like, why did I buy those for? You know what I mean? I sort of this is how I go. See a lot of comics I'm selling. I go, oh no, nah, not gonna bother. Nah, it's too much of an aggro. These comics ain't that great. The price isn't really worth it. Oh, I'm not gonna bother. 5 minutes later, I don't know though. I'll never have a look. Oh. And then I find myself. I find myself buying them, and I think to myself, why the hell did I buy these for? But anyway, and then I'll find out the postage on top, and it's like, oh, why have I done this? But anyway, we shall see. If I make a video of them when they come in, you'll see what I got. Nothing great. Anyway, I'm out of here. Until next time. Next time I'll be doing a haul. I'll be doing my haul from whatever I get at the Comic Mart. Anyway, until next time, have a great amazing day, and may all your news be good news. Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day.